Yo, what is good guys? In this video, I'm showing you guys an automation where essentially you're automating business replies and you are also creating FAQ sections for your business. And this should help you just if you get more questions, you can add them onto your website, your landing page, whatever the case might be. And you can train up your own AI as well, re-inputting the FAQs back into your AI so it can answer more questions just like that more successfully. Um, and yeah, there's also the end where you can see the router here, where it's going to be choosing to either send off this FAQ to automatically reply to it or create a draft, or send it to a human as well. So I'll show you guys exactly what this automation is as we go through it. So yeah, let's get right to it and do that now. Um, First module, Gmail, watch emails. So essentially, it's going to be watching all your emails coming to your domain email. That's what you need to connect with into make.com. And essentially, you've got ChatGPT here, which is essentially just putting all your FAQs for your business that you already have. So, for example, your opening times, 9 to 5, whatever the case might be, and inputting it into here. And it's going to be taking the question that is being sent to your email and creating it into a FAQ format in JSON. So it's going to make a question from it and an answer, right? And that answer might be just made up, or it could be using the information on your business within the ChatGPT module here. So that's that. Then you've got passing this JSON, so you're essentially just creating the two variables. You're creating the question, you're creating the answer, and then you're inputting them into Google Sheets. And here you've got ChatGPT here, which is essentially going to, I think it's going to be taking the, you're going to be taking the answer, and you're going to be either choosing if it's a AI or a human is going to be able to respond to the question. For example, if the question you received into your email was, I'm trying to think of a really complex question like, oh, my business is making this amount of money, da 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 da, I've got this many employees, and it's really, really complex, then you can get ChatGPT and say to it, look, mark it as human and send it to a human to reply to instead of, you know, getting it automatically responded to and giving a wrong answer. So you have that semi-automated response within this automation. So essentially, then it goes to a router, and this is what I was talking about. It's either to an AI or to a human. And essentially, the output from this ChatGPT module is either going to be just AI or just human in text. And that essentially allows us to make these filters. So you can see this content. So if it's AI, if the content is AI and it's equal to AI, it will go down the first path. And for the second path, same thing here, just human. So yeah, that's that. So if we look into the first path here, we've got ChatGPT, create completion, and essentially this is going to answer the email that you get from the first module, whatever the person's sending you, and it's creating a draft. Or you can automatically send that email if you want it to be automated, but it's just creating a draft. Technically, you don't really need this human aspect if you are creating a draft, so it'd be probably more useful for you to just send it off immediately. But obviously, you've got the risk if ChatGPT doesn't successfully create a email response that is right. Okay, if that makes sense. But essentially, if you keep training our AI and ChatGPT to get the responses you get and actually test over and over again, then you can be more confident in actually having that email being sent off instantly. But yeah, that's that. And then the second path being a Slack sending a message to your team to check out the email and send it off, or sending it to yourself as well. You got that option too. But yeah, essentially there is a lot of customization you can do with this, a lot of testing that will need to be done to make sure this automation can actually be working well for your business. So you just want to be careful with that as well. But obviously, if you're not fully confident in the AI, you can always create a draft and just have that as a guidance for you to answer back to the email. So yeah, that's really cool. That's really good. It can also take literally information from the ChatGPT modules and put it into a draft. So you don't have to actually go ahead and manually find the answer, whether that's through your website or through your internal docs, anything like that. You can automatically just have it in that Gmail as a draft ready to reply, which is really, really useful and will save you time. But other than that, that is pretty much what the automation is. Hope you guys found that useful. If you guys want me to, show the configurations for this, it's nothing too complicated. It's just, just inputting different values into different modules. But yeah, if you guys want me to make a video on that, showing you guys this automation and the configurations for it and how you can configure it even more if you'd like to, do let me know and I'll be more than happy to make that video. But other than that, hope you guys found that one useful, and I will see you guys in the next one.